count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The give from the gun. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point.
There he goes! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Quick completion to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Makes a catch at the 10. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Buys a little time with his feet. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it. Oh, he's got some space. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Picks up the first down, still moving. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open, and they
headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Right on the money.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Caught at the 45 on his way. He's loose down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Auburn.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, Nick.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And the Knowles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Free up the gut. Touchdown, Florida State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. BYU has the lead right now, but this LaVell Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Missouri. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying to impose their will with the run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Got him downfield.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He slings it deep to the left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, he'd be forcing it a little bit.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. They'll go to the ground.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Hunt is on its way. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Leaves it with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. To pass. The screen, and watch out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. Fourth down coming up. To the marker. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. Fourth down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
Want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable, and that they're willing to do. Breaks into the open. The 30. The 10. Slippery slide. Finds
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. So here comes the Auburn offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I'm
going to throw it over the top of the knee. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The running back has it. Got enough for the first. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Turning it on! What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bringing it out. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Now the play fake. Makes the catch. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Seminoles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. This This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. The play action fake. A shot toward the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, no! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, get clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Auburn.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give to the single back. Got the first down and still on his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. To the ground. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Seminoles line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards.
He's going for the big play. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game.
And they will score. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Runs through a tackle. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be... And the ball squirted out.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Wants to throw on first down. Flush down in the pocket. It's complete to the right.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
So now it's second and long. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Snap it to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Working that left side now. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
They bring him down, and that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Isaac. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. He's moving out of the pocket. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
It's complete on the right side. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And there's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. He'll make the tackle, force the 4th down.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22. Ready to fire from the pistol. The lone back's got it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Or did he find a hole in the defense? A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming down.
Touchdown, Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And he's in for his third rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Maybe a double pass. Here's the pressure. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play is over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Tiger! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner goes down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
On the run, still looking. Turning it on! He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing that he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Might be looking to run. Trying to escape and get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Noles have their offense in high gear, trying to bully their way in. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. They'll leave it with him. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Noles. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line.
Oh, they want the 2, and the holder tries to throw for it. They get to him, and boy, did this defense need that.
No good. That keeps the score. Florida State, 48, Auburn, 28.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this. There he goes! Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on 1st down. The short hands, it's Isaac. That toe-tap catch had a little style, but not much substance on that.
No, the defense did a good job, too, using the sideline to their advantage. Using the sideline as a 12th man. There was nowhere for that receiver to go except get 1 foot down and get out.
Keeps looking downfield. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Wants to keep it in the air. Hauls it in. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. It's a fumble. And the ball goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, but it'll be marked for no gain.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Almost a disaster on that return. They jump on it, and they'll maintain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
The screen, he can go. Going to the stiff arm to create a little breathing room as he gets it out to the 12.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the...
Turning on the Jets. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Florida State. A great catch and run for 6. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
You're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. He'll start this drive firing. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. It's going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Out of bounds, right on the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line. Off play action. Quarterback adapting. Fires downfield. He's open on the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to get the corner. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Going deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the 30.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. For the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there, and the quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Got some room in under the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Time is short. Defense still has 3 timeouts, but it's a mountain in front of them, Jesse.
Yeah, the worst-case scenario now for this offense is victory formation, victory formation, victory formation, punt, win the game.
No doubt about it. When you're up 2+ possessions, there's no way for the defense to get back in the game. So take a knee and get out of here with the dub.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium.
He lets one fly deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the 4th quarter. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads.